Welcome friends from Almaty, Kazakhstan. Few countries in Asia are visited less than Kazakhstan, especially by German tourists. Today I want to show you why that should change and why Kazakhstan is actually a real hidden gem. Follow me. The building you see behind me is the State National Museum of Almaty. It's beautiful, especially at night when everything lights up in blue colors and is really very impressive. But even during the day you see a very beautiful park and a huge museum. I'll give you a quick spoiler. I spent a few days in Bishkek, and when I was in Bishkek I thought, okay, the cities here in Central Asia just aren't that developed. But Almaty can compete with any European metropolis in terms of modernity and beauty, and that's why I was really shocked when I arrived here in Almaty. Incredible.
What I like most about Almaty is the nature, because there are very tall, beautiful trees here, lots of parks and mountains that we see every day. And I also really like city life. I mean the entertainment. There are so many theaters, museums and art galleries. I also really like our mountains. They are so beautiful. I really like the atmosphere of the city. It's such a cozy, warm city.
I'm not from this city myself, but I truly love it with all my heart. You also have to say that probably all the country's money is invested in Almaty and Astana. That means these are the showcase cities. It probably doesn't look the same in other cities in Kazakhstan, but here in Almaty,
you have these beautiful parks everywhere,
which are perfectly maintained.
For you, was it better without the USSR?
Than now in Kazakhstan? No.
It's better if we provide for ourselves. For example, what we are rich in is that we have good land, for example, and we also grow the best variety, for example, of wheat. Yes, we provide for ourselves. We have a good city. The best is Almaty. In the north, there's Astana, which is the main city. It's the capital. Astana, you haven't been there, right?
It's in the north.
Northern. And here in Almaty, we have the best air, the very best.
I'm interested in whether young people stay here or move abroad. Is your family here in Kazakhstan or?
My granddaughter is also abroad. My granddaughter, she lives in America, in New York.
I have someone there.
Family.
Works.
She knows English well and she was born here, then she left.
Now our children are everywhere now, in America and in all the cities.
All the cities, interesting.
Our language, Kazakh, our own language.
Yes, our language is simply a second language.
Second language.
Yes.
Exactly.
10 minutes from the National Museum, you'll see the mayor's house, or generally the city's government building. So in front of this government building there's basically a hangout spot. There are various cafes and a pizzeria. This dome once had a shopping mall, but I think it's being renovated now. Everywhere you go, you see all kinds of modern machines. Here you can carbonate your regular water and turn it into sparkling water. When this place is full and lit up at night, it feels totally different. I'm not even sure if it comes across during the day the way it felt to me. You really have to see it at night, but still, I think I still get the impression that it's actually pretty nice here. Almaty also has a business center where all the business people work. You can already see it in the distance from this park. The skyscrapers and, yeah, the mountains in the background. Almaty is located in a basin surrounded by mountains. That means you are completely encircled by mountains, and you can even go skiing until April. On the other hand, all the smog collects in the center, in the city. It's similar to Stuttgart, where the smog also collects in the city. Yes, it's the same in Almaty. You can now see the business center in the distance more clearly. Skyscrapers everywhere. Right now you can only see 3 or 4, but it continues to the left. No, it may look like it, but I'm not being paid by Kazakhstan to make this video. It's really just my personal opinion that the city really has something to offer. And yes, I always give my personal opinion. I noticed there are many modern skiers here, unlike in Australia or similar places. Yeah, I'll show you. It's just a supermarket, but I'm still amazed by how it looks. You always have these counters with ready-made meals here. You can just quickly get something to eat. And everything looks so perfectly organized. Okay, now we've arrived at Panzerlauf Park. Of course, there are also Soviet monuments here. I'll show you in more detail. Soldiers who are kind of looking out from the stone here. The red stars. And yes, it continues here. The eternal flame is also a must. There you see it, folks. In memory of World War II, there's still the eternal flame. In the back, another huge building. Now we've reached the front side of the monument. Look there at the big soldier protecting the other soldiers. And then with the inscription, Great Russia, we will not retreat anywhere. To Moscow, that's how I understand the quote. You can let me know if you understand it differently, or if I translate it incorrectly. ARD Funk. One pro and one con of living in Almaty.
The upside is it's a beautiful city. Nature. And the downside is the traffic jams.
It's a very polluted city.
Small, we lived in Almaty last season. If you had the opportunity, would you move or do you want to live in Almaty? Yes. Cool, thank you, that's all. To be continued. Okay guys, I also asked some tourists what they think is nice, and I met a young man here. What do you think, actually?
Like, we have some very good monuments like Panflo Park, where we are right now, and the Presidential Park. You can come and visit and you can really enjoy it. It's a very beautiful city with very pleasant temperatures and weather.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I have to say, this place is really like a little Disneyland. Take a look at this church from the front. I'm glad I can be here. What's really amazing about Almaty is that not only is the city center very well maintained, very well preserved and very modern, but also the suburbs and the parks around it. So now I'm half an hour outside the center. The streets are still just as good, the parks here are well maintained everywhere, so Kazakhstan isn't poor per se, but it's poorer than the countries in Europe. But you have to say, it's really impressive how the cities are kept up. A park that can't be missed in today's vlog is the President's Park. When the Soviet Union collapsed, Nursultan Nazarbayev came to power and ruled for, I don't know, 20 or 30 years. Even the capital was once renamed after him. And yes, some things were built in his honor, for example, this park. We see this cult of personality in most post-Soviet countries, but it's even more pronounced in Kazakhstan. Here you can see it again. Park for the first president of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Hello? That must also be impressive when, in the summer or on special occasions, the water features or the fountain are turned on. There are always a lot of people in this park who make sure that everything looks flawless. For example, here the leaves are being swept together. The park also has a statue of President Nursultan Nazarbayev. There's also a quote from Nursultan Nazarbayev on the wall here. Together we can help Kazakhstan prosper. Together we can make Kazakhstan successful.
This park is for your first president, right? Yes, that's what it says.
Is it written?
Yes. That's right. Back in the Soviet Union, there sure as hell was no president there. He just got caught. Wenn das bereit ist, dann und kam und dann kam wieder. He was president.
Yes.
He was the first to write that. He wrote it, and then he collected it. He saved up, transferred the money, and then he went to get the money himself. Where are those first presidents now, and why are they sitting here? He wrote it all right. The park of the first president of Tolsky Koros. Well, where is he?
Yes.
Nothing else. A good yes, a good...
Now it's great?
Yes, and the people. Live well.
The SSR, the sucker. So who was that?
The Soviet Union was good for ordinary people. But there was prosperity. There was also prosperity.
The park is really gigantic, guys. It feels like it never ends. We've already walked a few hundred meters. And over there, it goes on for I don't know how many more meters. To quantify it, guys, it's 73 hectares here. So that's quite a lot. You can tell that the people who live near the President's Park are also wealthier. And you can tell by the apartment blocks, which look very modern and definitely luxurious. The park ends here now. You can see some animals that are on display, and up there, a nice viewpoint. That's it. He gave me a bell saying I need to show you the phone. Yes, it's nice that the park was built right in the middle of the mountains. That way you always have a beautiful view. Guys, there's even some graffiti of Nur Sultan back there. Not sure if you can see it. From the city's high-rise buildings. Guys, the weather is really bad. I wanted to show you more, but that's not happening today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until then, bye.